Okay, so I feel like this is a talking video, so I need to get a little closer. We need to get personnel here. Am I too zoomed in? Are you guys a little bit uncomfortable? Because I kind of am. Is this better for y'all? Ooh, this is so much better. Okay, let's do it.
Oh my god. It's MilcaT. Et si tu n'es pas content, ça veut dire que ça c'est la jalousie.
Okay, hey guys, it's MilcaT and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be a little sit down, a chatty video, and me just talking about certain things. And I noticed that a lot of you guys are missing it because all I've been doing is putting out like fashion content, but it's okay. Your girl's back. I believe it was one Sunday I asked you guys to give me topics and subjects about what you guys would like me to talk about and the kind of content you guys would want to see in on my channel, and I got a couple really good, honestly all of them were really good, and I now have ideas to put out content. You guys have inspired me. Thank you guys so much for participating. I know when I started this channel, I wanted to keep things a bit neutral and kind of keep, you know, like religion and my personal opinion to myself, because I'm a very opinionated person, and you guys, anybody who follows me on Instagram knows this. And I wanted to keep my YouTube channel kind of like different from that, but I feel like that's just not fair, because I think it's just like, if I have this platform and I'm using it, I might as well address the things that we all struggle with. The whole point of me even starting YouTube was to help people out, and for us to like kind of like, not even just me helping people out, like all of us just helping each other out and starting conversation and talking about, you know, things that we struggle with. And you know, hopefully it'll just make like us going through life a little bit easier. I mean, I hope that our generation, when we have kids, that we can be open enough to like talk to them about like the struggles that they go through, but some of us just don't have that. I'm fortunate that my parents are really open, so I speak to people who are older and wiser, and therefore I want to pass that conversation or that knowledge down to you guys, in hopes, especially those of you guys who don't have parents or who you can talk to, you know what I mean? So I really hope this helps. And this video is going to be more religion based, and I'm going to start doing a little bit more of that, and more like personal things that we can all relate to. And the reason why I felt like this was really important and this is something I should do is because I noticed that a lot of you guys who follow me are of the same faith as me. Most of you guys are Christian, and if you're not, it's totally fine. I feel like we all just go through the same struggles. It seems like religious struggles tend to be the same everywhere, but a lot of you guys are Christian and a lot of you guys are women, so I feel like these are things that we can all relate to. I don't have all the answer, and I'm not trying to start a debate. I'm not trying to like, you know, like start a revolution or like a doctrine or whatever. This is just what my experience is, and how my life and the people around me have helped me get through certain struggles. The question was, what is your opinion on Christian men who don't believe women should be career driven? And that is so funny, because you guys, if you know me in real life, you know I am constantly busy. I am constantly working. I'm constantly trying to better myself and, you know, like advance in my career and hopefully, you know, become successful and you know, like make a living where I can support the people that I love and the people that are around me. So I'm like, if I'm not at school, I'm at work. If I'm not at work, I'm doing some volunteering, right? So I'm literally like working 7 days a week. I'm like constantly hustling, right? And it just really sucks to being told that as a woman your only place is the kitchen, and it's like, hold up, there's no way God has given me all this intelligence, all these skills, and all this drive and ambition for me to be refined to a kitchen. Like there's just no way. Like I can't sit here and imagine my whole life just being. Now everybody wants to say, oh well, like you're a woman, you should want to get married, and like being a wife and a mother is the greatest thing you could ever be, and that is absolutely true. I honestly believe that. I don't feel like I would ever be fulfilled in life if I don't have my own child. You know, I love kids. I want to have my kids, and I want to have kids, and I want to have a family. I'm very family oriented, but I'm also really career driven, because I wasn't raised to sit there and rely on someone else to give me everything. I was always taught to, if you want something, get it for yourself, work hard for it, and you will achieve it. When she asked me like, why do you think Christian men feel that women should not be career driven and that their ambition in life should just be to be like at home all the time, and I feel like it's just the way they're taught. Like, it's just what's been repeatedly told to them. Like, I feel like we have this perception of what a good Christian woman should be, and unfortunately people don't realize that nobody has the same path in life. And it's crazy because a lot of people are just like, if you want to go to school for like 10 years and become like a judge, you aren't a Christian enough woman because you are driven to become a judge. If you want to become like a serial entrepreneur, you're like, yeah, no, she's too ambitious, she's not gonna make a good wife. And that's just so ridiculous because time and time again, and I follow women like Aisha Curry, Tamara Mori, who have a full-blown career, who are great mothers and absolutely amazing wives. Like, their husbands love them and they're doing it at all. So to sit there and like restrain a woman to become less of what her potential could be because she's a Christian, to me, like, just, it doesn't sit well with me. But that's my personal opinion, that's my personal experience. And I remember like really struggling with that because the thing is, like, I want to do what's right. Like, that's always been my thing. Like, I've always wanted to live a good life and do what's right in the eyes of God, and like be like, okay. And I sit there and I'm like, is it really wrong? Like, sometimes like people really have you believe like it's really wanting to become something, right? I'm like, is it really wrong to want to be more than like a housewife as a woman? Like, is that really wrong? What is going on? So why are these people just harping and like just like, you know, like just pushing this whole like women stay at home like thing? Like, why is it so wrong for a woman to want to be more than just a housewife in this Christian community, right? And I started to kind of like withdraw myself, and I'm always the kind of person, if I'm not vibing and I'm not feeling comfortable, or I feel like I don't click or blend with a certain group of people, I tend to withdraw myself. All these people, all they talk about is being a housewife and gossiping about other people's life, and I want more for myself. And if I ever like express wanting to become, you know, something great, it's always like, oh my god, you're backsliding. And it's like, I really don't want to be around that energy that is so condemning and just so polar opposite to what I want in life. So I kind of withdrew myself, and like I eventually opened up to my mom and dad. I'm like, yeah, you know, the reason why, you know, like I kind of like am not vibing with those people is because, you know, I just feel like everybody wants to tell me that all I can be is a housewife, and if I want anything more, I am ungodly and I'm not Christian enough. So I just would rather not. Okay, doesn't matter what anybody says. People can say whatever they want. They can say good, they can say bad. You take the good and you keep it pushing. And that's honestly how I dealt with it. And if you're the kind of person who is struggling with the same thing, where you feel like you want to be ambitious and you want to be great and you want to pursue a certain career path, and you feel that people are kind of judging you for it, honestly, all you can do is just pray about it and ask just for God's will for that situation, as long as it aligns with the word, because God will never lead you to do something that is contradicting to his word and to his will. You know what I'm saying? Only God is God. So that's one thing like a lot of us struggle with. Like, we tend to put people in a pedestal that they shouldn't be in. Like, just because he's really well known and highly regarded in your community doesn't mean he is God and he has all the right answer. He could be wrong, and he could be wrong, because honestly sometimes God purposely makes men fall, because some people kind of forget certain people are just human beings. Like, all of us, we're all human beings. We're all trying to figure this life thing out. Pray it out, follow what God has put in your heart, and you're gonna be good. Honestly, and keep God first always. So that is what I would advise all the girls struggling with that situation. And honestly, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, get married at like 18, do you. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want, and there isn't a scripture condemning you. You're totally good. And that's like the other flip side of this whole situation, is that women who are strong and ambitious and who want to be more than a housewife look down on women who want to be housewives. It's like, you don't have the right to do that. Just because she doesn't have the ambition or the drive that you want, just because she doesn't want the same thing as you want in life, doesn't mean she's less of a woman and she is weak or whatever. No, that's just what she wants. We all have to respect what we each want, and like, my biggest struggle with like like people in the message, or people like Christians, like we judge people based on our preferences and hardly ever on actually what the word says. Like we constructed this whole like theory and doctrine, and when it pushed it on others, it's like, but you know that's not it though. That's what you want, but that's not what God may want for me. Like you need to relax, live your life, and if you feel like I'm in the wrong, pray for me. That's it. There's no need for you to gossip about me. There's no need for you to put me down. There's no need for you to like, you know, like give me dirty looks and like act like I'm like wrong or the devil or something. Relax. Okay, chill, relax. Whether we like to admit or not, there's a lot of women who are really going through depression because they feel like they are purposeless, like they are not doing anything with themselves. Like, what am I living for? Like, this can't be life. Like, actually, it's an actual problem. And I mean, as much as we want to say, like, it's a spirit, it's the devil, it's like, but you're not getting to the root of it. We got to get to the root of it. Like, women are like really depressed, like, and it's becoming even more common. And we're just telling them that rebuke the devil, but what is actually the problem though? I just feel like people should be more sensitive and more sensitive to women and what their needs are. Women, naturally, we're the types to put aside what we want and our desires to please others and the people around me, the people that we love, but we don't get that in return, like hardly. So that leads to a lot of issues that we end up having. So I feel like this whole situation of like judging how good of a woman or how good of a good woman or how good of a godly woman a woman is based on her career path is just, it just doesn't make sense to me. And a lot of people, and honestly, I just don't understand why anybody would not want a woman who's educated, who's ambitious, who's going to push and drive you to become better and do better in every aspect of your life. We see, you kind of see what happens to people in the message, but men who used to be like, rah, rah, no, my wife will never work. All she can do is stay at home. And there's a situation where God really humbles them and they lose their job and their wife now has to be the one to help, you know, with like, you know, providing for the family. And that's honestly just God humbling you so that you can realize that there's more to a woman than just the kitchen. Honestly, having a career woman driven is a blessing more than anything. And I feel like a lot of guys are just kind of scared of strength in women because they feel like, oh shoot, like if she can get everything for herself, then what can I give her? You can give her loyalty, affection, love, companionship. There's so much you can give her that isn't money. And like a lot of guys get really scared. They're like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do? She has everything for herself. It's like there's so much you can give. Like 100%. Like there's not a single person who wants to be alone. You will give her companionship. There's not a single person who doesn't want to be loved. You will give her love. Like that. If you're a straight guy, there's no reason why you should be scared of if your woman has the capability of leaving you or not. If you're a good ting, you're a good ting, and no woman's gonna leave you. And if she leaves you, she's just stupid. So don't be scared of like, because oh yeah, like I'm not gonna have any way to like lock her in. You don't need to lock her in. Just to be a great guy. Pray to God that God gives you the right person and you'll be good. I hope that, you know, we all just get better, and I hope that women just start getting better because it's hard out here for us. And before I leave, I just want to give a huge shout out to all my subscribers. To all my old subscribers, thank you so much for sticking with me. And to all my new subscribers, thank you for joining the family. And of course, I can't forget all my future subscribers, which is you, because you're going to subscribe right now. And I hope you guys really like this video. If you guys really like these conversation videos where I talk about more controversial topics, give it a thumbs up. And I want all of you guys to hit that notification button to let you know when I upload my next video so you don't miss out. You don't want to miss out. And that is it for my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
It's MilcaT. Et si tu n'es pas content, ça veut dire que ça, c'est la jalousie.
Na mawa nazongi nesengo asali ya mingi mwa malonga kutikati na ngai oakanizanga